Hi boys and girls, so today I'm doing topic 5 review. Okay, it is 8 problems long. First question says, Margot hiked 5 miles 3 times last week. She hiked 4 miles 4 times this week. How many miles did she hike in all during the past 2 weeks? I'm going to do my cubes. First, I'm going to circle my important numbers. So 5, 3, 4, 4. And now I'm going to underline my question. How many miles did she hike in all during the past 2 weeks? I forgot to circle this too. So now I'm going to box in my important keywords. So times tells me I'm going to do 3 times. Times again tells me I'm going to do 4 times. And in all means it wants the total. Okay, for the past 2 weeks, which means you have last week and you have this week. That's 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to be multiplying in this problem. My first step is I'm going to do 5 times 3, because 5 miles 3 times. And when I multiply, I get 15. My second step is I'm going to do 4 times 4, because it says 4 miles 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. And it's saying how many miles did she hike in all. So I'm going to find the total. So I'm going to take my two products. Whoops. I'm going to take my two products, 15 plus 16, and I'm going to add them. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Carry my 1, drop my 1. 1, 2, 3. I get 31. That's how much she's hiked in all. Okay, next problem. Elizabeth is making 20 necklaces. Each necklace has 16 beads. How many beads does she need to make all of the necklaces? I'm going to do my cubes. I have 20, 16. I'm going to highlight my question. How many beads does she need to make all of the necklaces? Box in my keywords. Each tells me I'm going to multiply. How many beads? And it says all, which tells me it wants the total. So because it says each, I'm going to multiply 16 times 20. I have an egg, so I'm going to drop it, put it here, cross it out, and I'm left with 16 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry my 1, drop my 2. 2 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Oops, I did that wrong. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Okay. I didn't see my answer there, so I had to go back and fix it. Okay, number 3 says, a Virginia possum can have up to 21 babies at one time. Suppose 10 Virginia possums have had babies all at the same time. How many baby possums could there be? So again, I'm going to do my cubes. I have 21, 10. I'm going to highlight my question. How many baby possums could there be? Box in my keywords. Put at the same time. How many baby possums? Okay. So in this problem, it says all at the same time, I'm going to multiply. So I have 21 times 10. I have an egg here, so I'm going to drop it, cross it out, and 21 times 1 is 21. And it's not here, so my answer is going to be not here. Number 4 says, there are 21 rows in an auditorium. Each row has 42 seats. Use rounding to estimate the total number of seats. So So I'm going to do my cubes, circle my numbers, 21, 42, underline my question. There's no question here, but it's asking total number of seats, okay? So now I'm going to box in keywords. It says each, tells me I'm going to multiply. It wants me to use rounding to estimate, and it wants to find the total number of seats. So I know that I need to round, and I cannot multiply first. I have to round first. So I'm going to write my numbers here, 21, 42, 21. If it doesn't tell me where to round to, I'm rounding to the nearest left. So these numbers on this side will be my babies. So this is my baby. The 4 is my baby. That means the 1 is my mom. This 2 is my mom. If the mom is 4 or less, baby will stay the same. So it'll be a 20. For here, again, if the mom is 4 or less, baby will stay the same. So it will be a 40. Now I can round. I can do 20 times 40. And I have 2x, move them to the side, 1, 2, cross them out. And I'm left with 2 times 4, which is 8. So 800 seats. Number 5 says, a movie theater sells 50 tickets for each showing of a movie. They showed the movie 40 times last week. How many tickets did they sell? So I'm going to do my cubes, circle my numbers, 50, 40, underline my question, how many tickets did they sell? Box in my keywords, each tells me I'm going to multiply. Times means it's going to be 40 times, and it says how many tickets. So I know I'm going to multiply 50 times 40. Again, I have my x, move them to the side. 1, 2, cross them out. 5 times 4 is 20, so it's going to be 2,000 tickets. And my answer is B. Six says, Elaine is making 20 pine cone wreaths to sell at a fair. She needs 13 pine cones for each wreath. How many pine cones does she need in all? So again, I'm going to do my cubes, circle my important numbers, 20, 13, underline my question, how many pine cones does she need in all? Box in my keywords. Each tells me I'm going to multiply. In all means they want to find a total. So I'm going to do 13 times 20. I have 1 egg, move it to the side, and I'm left with 13 and 2. So I'm going to multiply 13 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. So I have 216 pine cones. Number 7 says, Mr. Haynes bought 40 boxes of tile for his kitchen floor. Each box of tile cost $30. How much money did Mr. Haynes pay for the tiles? So I'm going to do my cube, circle my important numbers, 40, 30, underline my question, how much money did Mr. Haynes pay for the tiles? Box in my keywords. Each tells me that I'm going to multiply. How much money did he pay for the tiles? So I'm going to multiply 40 times 30. Again, I have my x, move them to the side. 1, 2, cross them out. And 4 times 3 is 12. So $1,200. That's how much money he paid. Okay, last problem. It says, Justine plant stand has 6 shelves. Each shelf holds 4 plants. Justine has already placed 16 plants on her stand. How many more plants can fit on the plant stand? So I'm going to do my cubes. I have 6, 4, 16. Now I'm going to underline my question. How many more plants can she fit on the plant stand? Box in my keywords. Each tells me I'm going to multiply. How many more tells me that I'm going to subtract. So I'm doing 2 steps in this problem, which tells me this is a multi-step problem. Okay, so let me take it step by step. Justine plant stand has 6 shelves. Each shelf can hold 4 plants. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 4, which I get 24. Okay. Then it says Justine has already placed 16 plants on her stand. How many more plants can fit on the plant stand? So I multiplied, so now I have to subtract. So that was my first step. My second step is to do 24 minus 16, because she can do a total of 24 plants on her shelves, but she has already placed 16. So I have to subtract that because they're already on there. So I cannot do 4 minus 6. Take away from the 2, it becomes a 1. 4 becomes a 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. So how many more plants can she fit on the stand? She can fit 8 more plants. Okay, that's our review. Please make sure to do your cubes when you take your test.